After a 9-month deployment, the Navy is bringing home the USS Abraham Lincoln, the aircraft carrier that made headlines for supply shortages and a mental health crisis among sailors and Marines on board. While that's a relief for the crew, it's not clear at this point if the 1,000 sailors aboard the 3 destroyers that accompanied the Lincoln are also coming home. Navy officials at the Pentagon declined to tell MS Now whether the destroyers will be leaving the Middle East as well. They also declined to respond to questions about conditions on board the destroyers and denied reports of poor conditions on the Lincoln. That silence calls into question what Navy leadership told the families of service members at an in-person town hall earlier this month, according to 4 people who attended. Officers at that meeting described the strike group as a composite unit and said the Navy intended to bring the whole formation home together. MS Now Pentagon reporter Priya Sridhar broke this story and is with us now. Priya, you spoke with a sailor on board one of those destroyers. You spoke to family members and crew. What are they telling you about their mission at this point and the morale?
Yeah, Ariel. Well, the sailor that we spoke to on one of the destroyers called the morale, quote, abysmal. All 3 of these destroyers, their mission was to protect the carrier. One of those destroyers left with the Lincoln from San Diego at the beginning of this deployment back in November, and the other 2 destroyers joined up with the Lincoln in the Indo-Pacific after having left from Joint Base Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. But the bottom line is they have been there right alongside the Lincoln, dealing with the same supply chain issues, dealing with deployment extensions because this mission hasn't ended, and now they have no clear indication because Navy leadership hasn't told them that they're going home. And what makes all of this even more interesting is we know that the USS George Washington, the aircraft carrier that's usually home ported in Japan, is moving towards the Middle East to potentially relieve the Lincoln. But according to the U.S. Naval Institute, which tracks the Navy's 300 vessels, it's only moving with 2 destroyers, not 3. And that's because that 3rd destroyer, the USS Benfold, at the end of July had a power outage for 4 days that caused the 300 or so sailors on board there to have no air conditioning in the South China Sea, no working toilets, and no showers. So now that destroyer has been moved to the Philippines for repair and maintenance, and it's unclear if they're ever going to be reunited with the Washington, but that could be why one of these 3 destroyers that was with the Lincoln could be left behind to protect the Washington. I want you to take a listen to what Representative Seth Moulton said about this entire mission and how it's impacting sailors not too long ago in Massachusetts. Take a listen.
This disaster on the Abraham Lincoln lays bare the fact that the administration had no strategy getting into this war, has no clue how to get out of it, and the war is completely backfired, so now the ship cannot even go into ports that used to be safe ports in the region for resupply. On top of that, they're clearly admitting it's a problem because they're now bailing it out by pulling a carrier out of the Pacific, where we have to be deterring and preventing a war with China.
So, Ariel, I think the bottom line is that this mission that was supposed to just be a few weeks long, the extension of it is having a domino effect, not just for sailors, but also for our military assets around the world.
Priya, thank you so much for this reporting. Keep talking to those servicemen and women and reporting back to us. We appreciate it.